So the latest chapter One Piece just dropped, and all I gotta say is, he has risen. But if you don't know what I mean, sit down and tune into the latest chapter One Piece, chapter 1119, titled Emeth. But the cover story continues with Yamato making their way to the sword grave, but getting rocks thrown at them by kids who resent Kaido. But I know that's not what y'all here for, so let's get into it. We pick up back at the lab. Go, Stussy! Huh? You knew this would be my response, right? Friends? Don't make me laugh. I did respect you. You were a relentless associate, but nothing will sway Lucci when he comes back. Stussy, overthrown with emotion. Kaku himself holding back tears, cuts her off and yells, "Leave!" As we hear the footsteps fade in the distance. But to flip that whole scene on the tail, we go back to Bonnie and Luffy, both in Gear 5, laughing. This is gonna be a blast! The Marines are like, that's Straw Hat's face. It's just like his Bonnie poster. And the Giants are like, Nika! And Mars is like, 2 Nikas. I see. She made a fake with her HH powers. But being over their ruse, he screeches, don't get ahead of yourselves! And Luffy tells everyone, guys, nothing's gonna hurt these things, even if they're sliced up or crushed. As he jumps in front, blocking Mars' fire blast, and he's like, yeah, guys, I want you to give it y'all and hurt me full force. And Bonnie's confused. So Sanji's like, so all we can do is throw you straight at it. And Frankie's like, give it your all, huh? You asked for it. And Bonnie's shocked, saying, so we're gonna attack Luffy? Why? Doing, yeah. So we leave that bird to you guys then. Stop dancing, you fools. Put out the fire and set sail. And they're like, what? Captain, you were dancing also. As Luffy, looking like a straight demon, actually on fire, catches both of Mars' rings, saying, hurry, while I still got a hold of it. And then Sanji's like, Captain's orders are absolute, Bonnie-chan. Ifrit Jambay. Frankie's like, strong. And then Bonnie's like, all right then, Giant Nika. Memories, right, punch. Youch, that hurt. As a strong impact from all three blows into Luffy's back, causing his balloon form to compress and his eyes to pop out. This is blunt damage, and that's Luffy in Gear 5. Ain't nothing but a thing. But the damage continues. Luffy's like, huh? It hurts. Ah. And Mars is like, oh, this is not looking good. Luffy's like, oh, of course it does. You guys are using hockey. Now, gum. Hold on, did Luffy say it hurt? Frankie and Bonnie just punch it. At least one person. And Sanji's like, don't let up, Bonnie-chan. Keep going until we crush the life out of him. And like, what's wrong with you guys? As her eyes pops out of her head. It's like, and Mars is like, and he shot off into the sky, far, far away with Luffy's attack called Booming Dawn Balloon. And this is very reminiscent to Luffy versus Cracker. Flying off in the distance with a little gleam just like Team Rocket blasting off again. And they're like, all right, it's gone. It won't be back anytime soon, even though it can fly, so we shall wait and see. And they return to the Elbat ship saying, let's get going, guys. Yeah, but what about Usopp and the others? They were meant to fly down here and meet us, but they're late. And Atlas is like, I'll go check. Atlas-chan. And Sanji's like, huh? Looking like Lilith may be the last one. Atlas rushing over saying, York is monitoring us. Lilith, where? Return to the scene of the ancient robot underwater. Bzz. Better. And the broadcast continues. Nothing.
Better catch up.
Of the sorts, that's why. As we jump over to Whole Cake Island. Bzz. Huh? Whoa, it's on again as Katakuri and the others look on. That ceaselessly inherited aspect. Like, what is he talking about? We call it a will. And Morgans and Vivi are like, it's on! It's back on! Bzz. Was it a bad signal? York in shock saying, elders, you just interrupted the transmission. The snail's memory circuit is still intact. You have to destroy it directly if you want it to shut down for good. But Vegapunk's message continues. And to those that have suffered for this, I can only pray my voice reaches you. And we see Gaimon? What? Luffy in shock looks up saying, huh? What the? Is this rain? Was that an explosion? As the sea is still jumping with joy from the return of Joyboy. No, the Marine shouted. It's the Cyberpunk agents and a bunch of berries. Oh, debris. Debris. Catch them or they'll die. And the Marines are caught saying, oh, the Seraphim are here too. And Luffy bouncing around saying, look, old timers, that monster spitting them out. Yeah, it's like a fountain. And Broggy's like, it's coming for us. We gotta hurry and get some distance. But Jupiter glares over, and before they can get moving, he hits them with the Hawk 2 Elder 3000. It starts to suck them in. They're like, it's gonna suck us in. Move it. And you're like, damn it. After all this progress we made, he's pulling us back. Furl the sails and use the oars instead. But Luffy's having none of that. With a smile on his face, he hits him with a swift blade saying, you bastard, looking like Tank versus Frank Martin. And the Giants are cheering saying, get him, Nika. And the Marines are just in complete shock saying, a giant white monster and raining down Cypherpole agents. Even dreams aren't this wild. And Workery in a full mad dash is like, hoof, 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 is charging towards the ship. He's still being caught up by Jupiter's like, damn it, the board's heading right for you. Look out, its skin is really tough. It's gonna smash the ship, we gotta run. The sea in an uproar, the Marine ship's in disarray. We see a giant board descending towards the giant ship. But with Sanji taking care of Bonnie, who's gonna save the ship? I can't hold it, being free is too tiring. A glimpse of something from down under, and we hear, Joyboy. And Luffy's like, The Giants are screaming as we see the giant robot begins to emerge from the sea. And with a left hook from down under, the giant robot socks Workery, not only knocking him back, but also breaking his tusk. They're like, listen up, Emeth. The time is at hand. And we're like, the time? As Workery's knocked all the way back to Egghead Island. And the Giants are like, what? What the hell is that? And Luffy's like, robot. I'm sorry, I did too much just now. But y'all get my gist. My man rose up and put the beats down. But Emeth, now that is something to talk about. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait because there's a break next week. But for more One Piece content, y'all know what to do. Hit that follow button because we're going to be diving deep talking about Emeth and many other things from this chapter.